Hey, what's up, YouTube channel? It's Tars down again, y'all. And it's that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Okay, today, y'all, got my pen. I want to come on here. If you ain't seen me before, it's your first time seeing me, I'm Tars Downey. I try to help with things like manosphere, red pill, that type of stuff, and just men in general, people in general, problems in life. All right. So, what I'm doing today, Alpha Squad, y'all just already been here. Y'all know who I am and you know what's going on. I'm going to talk about three things I think a man or just people in general should do between 18 and 28. All right? Got my notes right here. It ain't going to be that long. The reason I'm making this video is because as I've been going through all this stuff and I get the comments and I talk to people and things like that, I started noticing that people are kind of prioritizing some things that shouldn't be prioritized maybe between 18 and 28. So we're going to get into that here in a minute, all right? We're going to talk about these three things. I'm going to break down how they kind of work for me a little bit and show that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it because I don't want to try to keep it as short as possible. All right, so these are three things that I think that a man or a person should do between the age of 18 and 28. All right, but men in general, because one of them has got to do with dating. So if you're a guy, you need to be listening to this definitely. All right. Number one, young man. One of the things that you should be doing between 18 and 28 is establishing savings. Okay. Stacking money. All right. And this is important. It's important because see, when you get to the end of that, like 18 to 28, most of the other videos I've done a couple of videos too, like where I've shown what people have said to me that between 18 and 28, guys should be dating and trying to figure out things with women, which that's gonna happen naturally. I want to tell you this now. I'm not, and the whole thing of this now. I'm not saying you're not gonna run into women. I'm just telling you you gotta have to prioritize this stuff right here that I'm telling you about right now. All right, savings and stuff is gonna be important. All right, you need to do this first. All right, you coming out of high school, you just probably getting your first job, stuff like that, looking to move up and things later on. Okay, let me tell you how it worked out for me. When I went in the army, I was about 18, 19 years old then. Okay, I started establishing savings. All right, I started doing like 50% of my paycheck was pretty much I was saving it. All right, everybody might not have it that way right now. You might be starting at a certain level, but some of your paycheck until you get it to that point, some of your paychecks you gotta start to be going over there to where it's not getting touched, not doing nothing. This is to build stuff up for later. This is to move into step number two. Okay, all these steps they're gonna come into fruition in a minute here, where I put them all together and show you how it works in the end. So just hold tight. All right, establishing savings is gonna make sure that you got money in the bank. All right, and that leads to number two. You need to learn to invest. You need to learn how to make your money grow without you having to work for it. This is one thing I found out. Like like I said, I was about 25 when I started figuring this stuff out. But it was self figuring out. That's why I make these videos because people are looking for the answers. I was looking for the answers, but it was in books and stuff like that, and other people knew the answers. But you couldn't just walk and talk to everybody every day. So since I know some of these answers, I'm gonna put this out to other people. I started reading books and doing self help and learning stuff like that to help me to learn to invest. So I started to do that. I found mutual funds and things like that to help make the money to grow without me having to be working for it. All right, this paid off later on when I became about 30. It gave me pretty much almost the ability to just go ahead and sit down. I don't know if everybody's going to be able to pull that off. It just may have been the way I was doing it. But I do know if you saving and you learn to invest between them in them 10 years, you spend them 10 years doing it, you're going to get some money. You're going to make some money. You're going to have money. Yeah. I, I don't know if somebody will get rich off of it. I don't know if somebody will pull off even what I did. But I do know if you do those things, you're going to, in that, cause that's 10 years. This is 10 years of building money and wealth and stability. All right. Which is going to bring us to the point three right here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start talking about point three because the first two is about building long term stability and stuff like that. Number three, okay, one and two priorities. One and two that I just got done talking about is gonna have to be prioritized over dating. You're gonna have to do that. I did it. Okay, I did it. I didn't say I like it's not like I didn't date. That's why I want to go ahead and tell guys right now. I'm not telling you it's not like I didn't date, but I'm telling you now that along the way of going to learn all this stuff and I was going to seminars and doing stuff like you're gonna run into women. If you're doing the first two, if you're learning about the first two, you're gonna run into women because they probably trying to do that too. Because it's money related stuff, and y'all know women like money and they're always gonna be around it. All right, so you're gonna run into women and stuff like that too. You got to prioritize the other two ahead of that, though. That's the most important thing. All right, understand that, and it's not saying don't like women and all the other good shit. It's just saying like, hey, look at it this way. With more stability, which is the first two things gonna bring at 30 years old, you're gonna be way more. You're gonna have way higher. I guess y'all call it these days SMV than somebody who ain't done that junk in them 10 years. All right. And I want to say this about this part right here too. It seems to me that in the manosphere, red pill, and all the other good stuff, they're prioritizing these 10 years that we're talking about right now as time to be learned about women when it's not. Those 10 years, in my opinion, should be between 30 and 40. You can learn all that between then, but you establish the base first. And that's what this is about this video right here. It's gonna be the first one we do with this because I know it's gonna be questions and stuff, and we're gonna talk about more of this stuff. And sooner or later, I'm gonna do another video talking about kind of the same thing, but probably with more stuff in it, because it's something that needs to be talked about and something needs to be did. But in those 10 years between 18 and 28, this is where you should be stacking money and learning to invest. Okay, you're gonna run across women. Don't worry about it. They be there too. When you go if you go to start seeking out little investment seminars and stuff like that, you gonna run into women. Don't worry about that. Dating will happen. Okay, build this foundation 1st. Build a foundation first. The man between 18 and 28, those 10 years should be spent building a foundation, like we just got done talking about. And through the years, we can talk about the different ways and stuff like that. But right now, we just need to know that need to get done. So if anybody ain't done that right now, you need to be going sitting down. If you're in that stage, you ain't done this, you need to be going sitting down right now. Look at your finances. Okay, how I'm gonna get some of this money going to just saved. And then when that money that's been just saved, then I need to look for some ways to make that grow while it's over there. While this right here, I'm working and doing the paying bills and stuff right there, but that's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, 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 bigger and bigger. And I can reach over there and grab some of that every now and then if I need to. Feel me? All right, y'all. This has been Taurus Down. This is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Y'all drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. What do y'all think that the guy should be doing between 10 and 18 and 28 in them 10 years? What do you think about it? All right. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share. Join the journey. Join our squad. Let us know what you're thinking. I'm out of here in this one, y'all. Peace.